Hello buddies, I'm Tukan. Welcome to my channel. This week I'm going to talk about the 21 teachings of my brand new book Artemis's Secret. There was a delay of 2 weeks due to the density in the cargoes. Now this book was printed by Artemis 5 years ago in December 2015. Particularly this teaching part, which is the 21st teaching part, was printed 5 years ago. I finished reading this book with the section titled Dokulenler from Artemis that contains previously written messages, and I published it in the month of May in the year 2020. This book could have been published 5 years ago, but Artemis informed me that he said humanity is not prepared yet. When the time arrives, I will inform you of the date for this, and you will deduct it accordingly, he stated. And towards the end of March, I got this message. He stated that it is time for this information to reach the whole of humanity. Now, if we take a look at the book, what is this book for? So what does a person who reads achieve? First of all, there is a consciousness leap when you read this book. There is an elevation in your consciousness. Your awareness is increasing. Even when you read it by digesting and comprehending, it can happen even in your state of dimensional elevation at that time. So it is a book that even forms the foundation for the rise. It even forms the foundation of the rise to power. That's why it's definitely something I can recommend everyone to read. By the way, Artemis also said this. The portion of this doctrine regarding the third dimension of humans is 3 times 21. He said that he should do the daily teaching part 3 times. Thus, a triggering and rising situation can occur. But normally those who are ready for these subjects are always researching and investigating what is what, while it is enough for people to do that 21-day teaching once. By the way, because people are so focused on the teaching with the book's name, they can miss the other parts. Particularly in the portion of messages that come after us, there are teachings, applications. It is also essential to make those applications because it specifically helps people with blockages related to the heart. It opens the heart chakra. And the section regarding elements is also identical. That is the reason why it is essential to read it comprehensively. And for the teaching component, you must read each teaching material once every day for the duration of those 21 days. If you read each lesson once a day, then the following day you proceed to the next lesson. Thus, it continues to digest slowly. Even those who read the book can feel tiredness, sleepiness can occur. In such situations, it's normal as your vibration is aligning with the frequency of this book, adapting to incoming info. It's natural for such things to happen in that direction. I receive a lot of feedback about the book. Some individuals mention that there are indications as though they are undergoing a healing session. The book truly possesses a unique energy of its own, and everyone, I mean anyone who wants to read this book, should definitely have it for themselves. When he starts reading the book, it harmonizes with his frequency, the frequency of that person, and there's an experience part there. You can also note your own experiences there. When you give this book to someone and say, I read it, you should read it too, that person can't have the same effect. The book harmonizes with your energy and carries it. Thus, every individual who desires to read should have their own book to fully experience the joy and benefits of reading. Allow me to introduce you to this book, as you can observe in this manner. By the way, e.g., there is somebody with a hood in the front and something near white, indicating he's having a party. This is a coat that is worn by the Bright Lords. It is an overcoat and is worn for warmth and protection. Generally, the faces of Dark Lords are already invisible. Dark Lords have a black overcoat. The Bright Lords are in possession of a white overcoat. And there is also the last word part from Artemis behind. He says, you can take refuge in my heart if you have a desire, a request, or a situation that you cannot handle. And he mentions that you can contact me. Naturally, when you contact him, say, Ardamos, come and handle my affairs. It is not a particularly brief statement. It's more effective if a sentence is constructed this way. I'm calling you Ardamos 3 times. I'm calling you Ardamos. I'm calling you Ardamos. After saying that, I intend to heal with your help using the source energy. I also surrender all the dark energies, negative energies, low vibrational energies that exist in my body, my space, and my being to you completely and unconditionally. Please accept, take these and take them from me, and for that I express my gratitude to you. Merely expressing I give my consent for this healing work to be carried out by you is adequate. When it's like this, Artemis himself is already doing that healing, or if someone is in a tough situation, they may also be able to assist them in getting out of it. At times, there is no need for even that. Certain individuals perceive Artemis in their dreams on a constant basis. I had even heard this. Many people say an old man with a white beard is coming, and he has a bottle in his hand, and when he drinks that bottle, I had drunk it, and when I woke up, I had gotten rid of my chronic illness. People who don't even know me constantly seeing me in my dreams, they are also happening. This is related to Ardamus in this job. Ardamus provides guidance and healing to those individuals. Naturally, I mentioned Ardamus. He is known as a vegan doctor, healer. I also came here from Vega. 6. I was born in Sais on Earth. Then I skipped a Sais and reached Nutolu. Currently, I am providing guidance to individuals. I am able to accomplish this due to the assistance I obtained from Artemis. Now let me read a few chapters from the book for you. For instance, it is mentioned in the presentation that this book is created with the information I have obtained through the connections I established with my higher self Artemis. Messages from first section Artemis include topics she has been addressing since 2005. Info in this section lets one see life and people from different perspectives. Second part has Artemis's secret 21 teachings, forming teaching section of book. Here, not only info but also an app. The doctrine aims to change and develop personally and spiritually. In the third and final chapter of the book, messages are presented poetically and some are encrypted. Encrypted messages target individuals who complete training and show spiritual growth. Yes, there is also this section. I want to read this too. I am Artemis from the Vega Star Council, from the angelic order of everything. I also know you as a guide from this council, because you've combined energies here to teach the wealth from various families. I also know you as a guide from other angelic realms. And yes, angels sometimes need teachers, because they haven't traveled in space much. Some will come to realize that they are creative. Some will enter world for first time, need guidance of angel like you who has lived on earth many times before. I observed you working with numerous lost angels in different realms. Some faced great challenges, and you taught them with love and compassion. Now, dear angel, it's time to wake up to who you are and find yourself and guide people. I'm taking on the task, sharing my messages through this book as a way of being a light, reminding you. Now, the topics I've covered in my videos are the unknown history of the world, our alien ancestors, and the parts about the Anunnaki. Then I will collect them and turn them into a book. This book I have published is a section of teaching. They always ask me, they say, how can we rise? How can our frequency increase? How can we enter the process of dimensional leap? And things like that. I typically recommend 2 things anyway. One can read this book and also obtain info about natural language studies from me. However, there is a rapid increase occurring. We can even transition to spiritual work in the clients I am presently working with. During physical and mental work, not everyone is compatible with spiritual work since not all are at that level. The book starts to bring this person to a size. People can have opportunities to move from 3 to 4, from 4 to 5. Then I can perform those tasks mentally. Therefore, we can undertake those trips together. Yes, this book is not just an ordinary book, so you can't read it like any other book and finish it in one day. As mentioned, you can read the first and third sections like that, but you need to read the teaching section daily as a teaching, I have already explained this in the book. Yes, I am also very curious about what changes will happen in you. I would be very happy if you could share with me what you have achieved when you read it. This is all I have to say this week. Take good care of yourself. Continue to subscribe. I will continue to come to you with new information. Take good care of yourself. Goodbye.